What's up, guys? Chaz and Charlie, and today I want to discuss being defined by weed, or weed being your identity. Is that cool? Is that bad? What is it? So, I'll start off with weed is an interesting drug because, there are many addictions, whether you have alcohol or hard drugs or pills or shrooms or psychedelics or whatever is your choice of drug. Most people, although it can be their identity, it doesn't claim, sorry about the dog, guys. Most people don't claim these drugs as their identity. Weed is interesting because it's one of the few or only drugs that people are proud to be addicted to. You have of course, Hollywood portrays the cliche stoner weed head, the one with the dreads or with the tie-dye shirt, or the cool groovy dude, the laid back stoner on the couch. We have these Hollywood cliches of stoners. I'm not saying everybody who smokes weed fit that prototype, but there are many people who smoke weed are very proud and very open with the fact that they smoke weed. So everybody doesn't fit that cliche version, but a lot of people are very proud to say that they smoke weed, or they're a weed head, or they'll smoke till they die. A lot of times people will comment on my videos and like, oh, well, I'm gonna smoke till I die, or, weed is great, or I'll never quit weed. People don't do that with alcohol. People can be drunks all day. They're just going to be quiet, know they're a drunk, and drink in silence, or drink and get drunk, whatever. They're not going to be like, ooh, I'm going to drink till I die. But for whatever reason with weed, we have this culture that people are very proud to smoke weed, very proud to be weed heads. And true enough, weed is not as deadly as hard drugs or alcohol. But the fact is, it still is a drug. The fact is, it still does alter your state of mind. The fact is, it still is something that can be addictive. And although it's the lesser of evils, it's still an addictive substance. So why do people feel like they should wear this badge of honor of weed? And for that reason, I think that personally that weed can be far more addictive because people are not ashamed of being stoners. People don't feel like they should hide it. And especially now when weed is less taboo than it has ever been. It's legalized in many states. It's being promoted on TV. You got anybody from celebrities to businessmen to everybody, is smoking weed. And especially with this rise of anxiety and depression, people, let's say, well, they use weed for medical purposes. When I'll argue that some of those, isn't really that medical. People just, want to get high. Why not? But it's the only drug that people are, like I said, very confident with being open about it, being public with it. And there, isn't much shaming to weed. When I was first making this channel, my wife was like, are you sure you would want to make a channel about quitting weed? Because it's so accepted now. Everybody smokes weed. Everybody likes weed. It's this culture now of, like I said, weed is great. Weed is good. It's the better alternative to pharmacia. And I said, yeah, true. But at the same time, I know with the rise in people smoking weed or buying weed or being addicted to weed, there's going to be a rise of people who also want to quit, who recognize they have an issue, they have a problem. And just because weed isn't a problem from you, don't mean it's not an issue for the next person. I've said that hold on guys, I don't have an issue with alcohol. I can have a drink and not drink for a week or two and be just fine. Me personally, I can't just smoke a blunt every week, every other week and be okay. I'm going to smoke every other day. Weed is some people's Achilles heel. It was mine. And I think a part of that being that because it is so accepted, I still have friends, still have family that, happily, openly smoke weed. And if I'm basing it on society and what they feel, and, I think my wife would prefer me not to be a weed head and smoke weed all day, every day. But besides her, nobody else really care. It would be a good thing, a great thing. Everybody at work does it. There are people that, wear the weed shirts at work. I'm sorry about these out of control ass dogs. But this is going to be a real brief video, guys. I really didn't mean to hold you long at all. I just wanted to say, if you're on your journey and you're trying to quit weed and you have friends that still smoke, family that still smoke, and you have been smoking your whole life and weed has become your identity. When you see some cigarillos on the ground, you say, that reminds me of me. When you see a marijuana leaf, you get a fuzzy feeling inside. When you smell weed out, you're like, I got to go home and smoke myself. Anything that you see or smell or that reminds you of weed, it makes you feel like you should go smoke, or you have some type of bond with that thing. And that's when weed has become your identity. Weed has become so ingrained as a part of you, you feel like you're almost entitled for some ownership of weed. You feel like you're some spokesperson for weed itself. And you're at that point, then weed has probably gotten a hold of you, and you may want to pull back some. Because our identity should be tied to things that's more substantial. You shouldn't tie your identity to not just weed, anything from the outside, whether it's clothes that you wear, whether it's clubs that you're in, whether it's your even job even. These outside sources, can be something you do, but it shouldn't be what ultimately defines you. Things that come from the inside should define you. Are you a kind person? Are you a good father? Are you a good mother? Are you a good spouse? Are you a good leader? These things that come from the inside should define you, and they're more substantial, and they do give you a wholer feeling versus you just, like I said, you see a weed leaf t-shirt and say, oh, there goes my weed. Let's let go of weed, guys. Let's build our identity around something more, something that's lasts, something that's deeper. Or maybe just me. Maybe you still just, want to smoke weed your whole life. I don't know. You'd say it's no big deal. But anyway, guys, till next time, I'll go back to the house. Please like, subscribe, share. Most importantly, comment below. And remember, we are all in this together. Peace.
I spend my life chasing you. You made my mind feel so brand new. And we hit a wall, my life was on stall. I needed to quit, needed to stand tall. I put put you behind me after I gave you my all. I put my lighter down, threw away my paper, threw away my pen, more green vapors. If you can relate, put your hands to the sky, take a big deep breath, it's your time to fly. On a new journey, reaching for a higher learning. No more red eyes, I said my goodbyes. New understandings, illuminated light. I was a stranger to myself, no more deep thoughts left. Didn't know I was in danger, I was lost in a manger. Now I'm on a clear road, it's my best story told. I got control of my life, it was my best sacrifice. There's new meaning in my world, new visions in my sight. No more smoke in the eyes, blocking me from my life. This is new, and I'm free, no more we. I can see if you are on this journey, don't get discouraged. This is your decision, your great excursion. Ooh, yeah. Yeah. Myself, no more deep thoughts left. Didn't know I was in danger, I was lost in a manger. Now I'm on a clear road, it's my best story told. I got control of my life, it was my best sacrifice. In my sight, didn't know I was in danger, I was lost in a manger. Now I'm on a clear road, it's my best story told. I got control of my life, it was my best sacrifice. There's new meaning in my world, new visions in my sight. No more smoke in the eyes, blocking me from